So the time is 1 o'clock. I'm 15 hours into my fast, and yet I'm not even hungry. I'm gonna give you my top 7 tips on how to maintain a fast without dying of hunger or without losing concentration. Stay tuned. So tip number 1, drink caffeinated beverages such as coffee, black tea, green tea, matcha, even Earl Grey tea, but be sure not to add anything to them. You can add a slight bit of sweetener if you want, but that's only a slight bit. I'd avoid adding anything just to make sure you stay in a fasted state and you benefit out of autophagy. Check my video above to see all the benefits of intermittent fasting if you have not seen it already, obviously. And there's obviously there's another massive benefit of drinking caffeinated beverages while fasted. It actually helps burn more fat. So what it does is it helps release fatty acids from your fat stores and then allows them to go into the bloodstream to be burnt for energy. So another great tip. So tip number 2, have more electrolytes and minerals. So when you're in a fasted state, your body depletes carb stores. So what that does is carbs actually store minerals and electrolytes. So as you deplete them, you start to feel a bit lethargic, maybe you're lacking energy, but that's not a sign of hunger. That's more of a sign of mineral and electrolyte depletion. So what you can do is you can add maybe a pinch of salt, either Himalayan, Celtic or Mexican salt, even a really good grade sea salt, into your water, so a couple of times a day, and this will get rid of that effect as well. So tip number 3, stay hydrated. So most of the time your body mistakes hunger for dehydration. So make sure you're drinking at least 3 to 5 litres of water a day, and obviously 5 litres if you weigh more and you feel like you need more. But sip on it throughout the day, don't just down it, because it'll just go straight through you. I'm not one for downing unless it's shots, obviously. Tip number 4, be consistent. So most people try intermittent fasting for like 1 to 2 weeks and say, it's too difficult, it's very hard, I feel so hungry, I feel lethargic. Well, use those tips I just mentioned before, and also give it a bit more of a chance. After about 3 weeks, that really bad hunger feeling, that starts to go away. You get used to it, your body adapts. I've been doing intermittent fasting for around a year and a half now, and I find it easy. Like I said, it's 15 hours into the fast and I'm not even hungry. Tip number 5, play around with your eating windows. I want this to be flexible and I want this to be enjoyable for you. So if you can only eat from 10 till 6, eat from 10 till 6. You're still fasting 6 hours. If you have to fast 14 hours from 10 till 8, do that. Whatever time suits you. There's no set time. Play around with it. Sometimes fast maybe from 10 till 6 or 10 till 8 if you're doing the 14-hour fast, and then you can fast from 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. Just try it, find out what works best for you and stick with that. Tip number 6, eat clean. So that don't use IF, being fasted, as an excuse to just eat a ton of junk. Say you have 100 calories of chocolate versus 100 calories of broccoli, 2 different things. You get a lot of micronutrients with the broccoli rather than the chocolate. A lot of times IF gets a bad rep because people just eat whatever they want to eat and then they don't get the micronutrients and they become mineral and vitamin deficient. You don't want that, trust me. So eat clean. Eat your veggies, boys and girls. My final tip number 7, make sure you're getting enough sleep. So that's not 6 hours a night, that's, I would say, 7 to 9 hours a night. And if you're having trouble sleeping, look at my above video. I'll tell you a few tips on how I sleep better. It's effective, trust me. So what it does is, if you are lacking sleep, leptin decreases and ghrelin increases. That means you'll be more hungry, you'll be more susceptible to want to eat more, and therefore you're much more likely to break a fast. So I also suggest not fasting every single day, as this might be difficult for people. So vary it, either do 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, or do what I do, I fast 5 days a week and leave 2 days where I just eat normally whenever I want to eat. Remember, intermittent fasting is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. It may not work for you, but I suggest giving it a good shot before you decide it doesn't work for you, because there are many, many benefits to intermittent fasting. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also share it with anyone you think might find it relevant or useful, and comments below do help. I like to engage with everyone on this channel, so if you comment below with any questions you might have, I'll be happy to answer. And until next time, adios.